What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another live trading session. Today we are getting 92 people already tuned in within the first 5 minutes. Love to see all of you guys joining. So this whole entire week we've been selling, and also Monday's low got taken. We turned around, we got an amazing buy. I ended up making 2,800 on that trade. We sold, making 1,200, and then flipped around and started buying. So honestly, our daily narrative has been on point. I wanted to note what changed because of today's daily candle. We finally closed above this bearish daily FEG that we've been respecting for like literally weeks. We finally closed above it. So now this is actually not a bearish gap anymore. It's actually a bullish daily, spell that right, daily IFEG. So this should now make price go higher. So that's why if I'm getting bearish confirmation, I would actually be interested in looking for it to run down. However, if I do not get confirmation, I am not going to be looking for it to go down because it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to tap back into every IFEG that forms on the chart. So that's why today I'm pretty much not working with any of the higher time frame stuff right now. I only have a gap on the 1 hour and the 2 hour time frame. 2 hour is slightly lower right here. If you guys see this, it's marked out right here. That's our 2 hour FEG. And the one that we're currently inside of, we already flipped it, created a bearish IFEG. So all I'm thinking for today's trade, just to be like, make sure that we're not greedy, is from the 1 hour down to the 2 hour. That's it. About a 80 tick trade. So 30 tick SL, 80 tick TP, if we can get a confirmation here off this IFEG. And we're going to be looking for sells. So does that make sense now that I explained it for everybody? That's what we're looking for today on stream. Hope you guys are doing absolutely amazing. I don't know why I'm buffering so much today. How is the audio? How is the screen? Is anybody else buffering? Mine is buffering. Okay, that's not good. 1 2 1 2 1 2 3. Check. 1 2 1 2 1 2 3. Good on my end. Everything's good. Awesome. What are the trading symbols? We're trading gold. So depending on Forex or futures, on Forex, it's XAU USD. On futures, it's MGC. So we're trading on Forex. That's what our live account is on. It's on a Forex broker. So let's go ahead and pull up XAU USD. That's what we trade. I only trade XAU USD. It's the gold pair. And we're currently looking for bearish confirmation. So in order to get that bearish confirmation, I need price to rip through this low, close below this 1 minute gap. And this is actually a bullish gap right now, but when it closes below it, it's going to turn into a bearish gap. So that's what I'm looking for. Let me just make this even easier for you guys to understand. 1 minute IFEG and like this. So when price closes below this gap, it's going to turn bearish. And we're going to go down off of that gap. So that's pretty much what it looks like. And we're just waiting for that to happen. We're currently sitting around these two highs. There's two no wicks right there, and you can see price ran into this area already 3 times. It loves those no wicks. So now we just want to make sure that we actually respect this 1 hour IFEG and continue going lower. Have you done any videos on the 9 p.m. hour open when Asia seems to either take out the lows or highs and does a fast reversal? You know, you're totally right about that, Jamie. Typically at 9 p.m. Eastern, it runs like crazy. It always gives us a massive reversal. We could definitely look into that and make a model out of that. But I usually just trade either 5 p.m. or 7 p.m. So no, I haven't made any videos on that specific time. So with the FEG, how do you know when to look for a buy or sell? So there's both bullish and bearish FEGs. So you want to see how it reacts to the bullish one. So if it's a bullish gap and it closes below it, that's telling you that it wants to go down. If it's a bearish gap and it closes above it, that's telling you it wants to go up. If it's a bullish gap and it closes inside of it, that's telling you it wants to go up. If it's a bearish gap and it closes inside of it, that's telling you that it wants to go down. I know that seems a little bit confusing, but once you guys actually learn it, it's going to be very clear. You just look at the colors. The red means red. Green means green. So we are closing below this gap now. Let's go ahead and clear this up and wait for confirmation. So pull up your charts. We want to make sure that we're ready whenever the confirmation does come. I'm going to be entering probably with one lot because it's a pretty tight trade actually today. We could actually do 2 lots. I'm up for the week, and I can risk a little bit more on a bearish trade. So I'm doing 2 lots on this trade, about 30 tick SL. So I'm going to be looking to place my SL at about 4515.5. So I'm going to just be safe and say 4516. 4516 is where my SL is going to go. And I'm not entering the trade yet. I'm just placing my position so that I'm ready to execute if it does give me confirmation. For my take profit today, I'm going to be looking for 4505. 4505. So this is what my trade is going to look like today as long as we get confirmation. And confirmation would mean price closes below this gap that we are looking at right here. We want to see price close below it. Do you see how we respected it here? We want price to close below it. Same as how we closed below this gap right here. So once we close below it, we're going to take our trade off of the gap and we're going to ride this down to this 2-hour gap at 4505. Go up to the 2-hour time frame and just mark this out. Take profit 1. So now we wait. This is exactly what our setup's going to look like. I already have it set up just in case it does give us confirmation. And we just wait. Yeah, it's mad. The last 2 days, it's done it. Yeah, it's crazy when you guys finally start to see things that just repeat in the charts over and over again. And also, we have 120 people in here today. I want you guys to drop 1 or 2 in the chats. 1 if you're having a good day, 2 if you're having a bad day. But I just want to see who's in the stream today. We got 120 people in here, which is crazy. The streams are getting bigger and bigger. I just want to show. Boom. I wanted to show the team that we got bigger streams. The streams are growing every single day. I love to see you guys all joining in here. All right, we're running back down, so we should be getting our confirmation very soon here. Let's see if we flip below this gap right here. What's going on, everybody? I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces and also some new people. So let me know who is tuning in for the first time. My name is Marky. I only trade gold and I trade during Asia session. $123 people in here is crazy. I've never seen so much people in the live streams on here. So that's amazing. 23 people in the stream today. Hello, it's my first time. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you as well. You were highly recommended by someone. Hey, I love that. Word of mouth is spreading for my streams. If you guys are new here, let me show you guys where you can learn from me. I have a channel where I post literally daily content. Every single day, there's something else that you guys can learn from. So I just posted a Marky Makers ICT Bootcamp video, which I haven't posted in a while, but I have a series out there, Marky Makers ICT Bootcamp. Starting from the beginning to everything you guys need to know. And then again, all the concepts that I also trade with are FVGs, IFVG, FVG, IFVG, immediate rebalance, and then Noah candle. So all of these have their own playlists, and you guys can see literally endless content. I post all of my trade recordings from these streams on YouTube as well. So you guys can go to the YouTube and see what I did every single stream, how I approached it, how exactly I got my trade. So you guys can see we still haven't gotten our confirmation here because price is still closing inside of it. We need it to close below the gap. Once it closes below, that's when I'm going to be pressing enter for sells. So until we get that, we are not going to enter a trade. Hey, been telling everyone you to go. I appreciate you. Let's go. Mitchie, I need your help. What do you need help with? Forever Profits, let them know we in the live. Let's go. I appreciate you for the follow again. Yeah, my page is pretty much meant for you guys to learn everything that I'm doing on stream so that you guys can do it yourselves. I also have a free Telegram community. So yesterday after stream, I actually ended up sending out a trade for you guys, and that was a banger of a buy trade. So I sent out exactly why I took that trade, and we ended up cooking on that one. Also on stream, it was a very quick stream yesterday. We made $500, pretty much using a bullish IFEG. This time we're coming in with a bearish narrative because price is currently bearish right now. Which candle needs to close below so you can enter? Yes, it's the 1 minute candle. The 1 minute candle needs to close below this gap, and then I'll enter for sells, because until it closes below, this is still a bullish sign. And then for our SL, now that we have a new high, I would probably place it a little bit higher, maybe like above this high. But we'll see depending on when I actually get the confirmation and if we get it, because if price just goes higher from here, I'm not going to enter. It's not going to give me the trade. I'm not going to enter it. But if we do close below, I'm entering the trade. We're targeting this take profit 1 at 4505. Lost my first $1,000 2 days ago. What happened, bro? Lol, market gold been rough to me this week. We've been cooking this week, bro. I'm telling you, I only took a break even on Monday, and then the rest of the week we caught some huge trades literally on the way down and on the way up, like hundreds of points. Okay, you can see we're expanding back up, so we're just gonna wait. As I said, if we don't close below, we're not gonna get confirmation, and we're not gonna take a trade. So we actually need price to go down and close below this level, because if we don't close below this level, there is not gonna be a trade. Price can easily continue going higher. Just as easily as it went up last night, it's gonna continue going higher. So I want to be cautious today. After big moves, we typically consolidate. So we want to make sure we're patient. We wait for confirmation. If we don't get confirmation, we don't trade. When you sold gold the other night, we got a signal to buy. Well, that's why you got to learn the strategy, bro. You would have been trusting my trade instead of another signal. You know what I mean? What's your Telegram link? My Telegram link is in the YouTube description. So if you guys do want it, you're going to have to search me up on YouTube. It's going to be the first link right there. Trades by Marky on YouTube. Be sure to drop a sub as well. I'm posting content for you guys every single day aside from trade recaps. So in between trade recaps, I'll show you guys the tutorials and every single trade video on the strategies that I actually use and some psychology videos. There's literally everything that you guys would possibly need on my YouTube channel to trade exactly like me. And I'm glad here, look at that. We didn't get confirmation. Price didn't tell us that it wanted to go lower. And so instead, it turned around and it went up. And me today, because we got this daily gap, remember I mentioned this at the start of the stream, I said, I'm looking for this mainly. So I'm saying that it's still probably going to go down at some point. But if it doesn't give us confirmation, we're not going to be looking for that trade. We're just going to wait it out. And maybe today is going to be a no trade day. We'll see. If it continues to push up, I'm not interested in taking random buys unless it goes into a higher time frame zone. We don't have any higher time frame zones yet, so I'm not going to be taking a buy trade. This 1 hour actually is telling us to sell, so I don't like that it's going up through it because this is clearly a manipulation move. The kitchen was definitely open during the London session. Oh yeah. London session yesterday was really good. Look, I could show you guys the exact setup we took. Let me just pull this up. All right, you guys should be able to see the Telegram screen now. So this is my Telegram channel. You guys can join it with the link in the description. So last night I sent out 2 trades. First of all, one was in the Telegram community by itself. I told you guys that I was looking for a reversal now that we hit the weekly gap. We saw this 4 hour right here. So on stream yesterday, we caught a banger. It was like a really quick $500 trade right here. Made $500 in 15 minutes. And I withdrew it on stream. We got an IFEG and ran up, hit our full TP, closed it. And then later on, I said we were probably going to come back down and get another trade because price left a no wick behind. So when price came back down to take that out, it took it out. I said, okay, guys, we took out the no wick. It's time to start looking for that lower time frame bullish setup. So I'll let you know what I use. Then eventually we got the confirmation on the 5-minute time frame. I gave my trade some room. And from there on, we actually ended up ripping up higher. I also went live again, so I had 2 positions active, and we ripped from there all the way up to the target I was aiming for, which was the daily level at 4367. And I mentioned this earlier, 4367 is what I'm aiming for. And this is exactly what I woke up to today. We also took a trade during London session on the funded accounts. And this trade, I ended up waking up to $2,800 today. So that's the trade right here, played out all the way to this full TP at 4367. So if you guys aren't already in the Telegram community, I will be sending you guys trades. So go join from the YouTube channel. And with that being said, look at us. We're coming back down. So hopefully we get the confirmation finally here. I would love to see us actually get a bearish setup to this 2 hour. So let's see. We're selling off hard. This is good. We actually came up and created an IFAG here. And I'm actually going to be looking for this one right here. So let's see if we can get it here. You can see the 1 hour was clearly just a manipulation. All right, we're almost there. Let's go ahead and set up our trade again. Okay, so go over to your charts. I'm going to be using, again, as I said, 2 lots on this trade. Actually, no, I'm going to do 1 lot because now we have a bigger swing point so we can move even higher. I want to place my stop loss at least above this area. We are about to close below. So look, guys, get ready. We're closing below. We're about to get the trade that we are looking for. So now as it starts to pull back up, we're going to be looking to take our trade. My SL for this trade is going to be a bearish trade, 1 lot. My SL is going to be about, I'm going to say $400. And if we tab back in right now, we're almost there. Pulling back up into this area. Closed below, turned into an IFAG. So now we just need it to tab back in a little bit higher. And my stop loss is going to be 40 points above. So that's going to be 4517. 4517. And I'm not in yet. Like I said, I want to get tapped in from this IFAG. It did not tap us in. So we might have to wait a few more minutes, but I'm willing to wait to get to this area. I'm going to send some links to people on Telegram that were asking for how to join the Traders Pulse. Okay, guys, we're just waiting for confirmation now. Okay, you guys can see we're not breaking lower yet because I feel like price does want to go back up into this area. Tap into our IFAG. This is where we are going to get our confirmation for today's trade. We're looking for sells. We want it to tap us in so that we have a better RR on the setup. My TP, which I already told you guys, is 4505. That's what we're going to aim for today's trade, 4505. And then for our actual entry, we want it to come back up into this area and clearly stop there. We don't want it to rip up through this area. We want it to stop there and show us that it actually stops there, respects this area. So we're just waiting for that confirmation. We're still waiting. How can you tell when the chart is manipulating you? Because I definitely thought the trend was bullish. Because it closed bearish. So I already told you guys this is a bearish gap. We closed below it. This means price should go down from this area. So the fact that it was up here was clearly just manipulation because it did not tap into anything bullish. The market will tell us, if you learn how to read fair value gaps, the market will tell you when it's going down or where it's going up. So you just want to make sure you're not allowing your emotions like fear of missing out to make you enter a buy. That's where you lose. When you guys learn how to read the markets like this and you can be systematic with your approach, you're not going to take these bad trades, because if it wants to give you an entry, it will tell you that it's going down or it will tell you that it's going up. So right now, what this 1 hour IFEG price is telling us that it wants to go down. All right, we still don't have an entry. We just gotta wait a little bit longer. Now, this trade is going to be a little bit risky too. Now, the reason why I say that is because there is this IFEG up here. So it can want to go higher. That's why I want to say that when we get up into this area, I want to make sure price stops there and then starts going back down. Because if it does not stop here, then it could just want to go all the way up into this IFEG up at the top. So that's why I'm still being patient. It's not a buy. We're not looking for buys. We're looking for sells. So with the FEG price has to always come back to touch the gaps, right? It doesn't have to always come back to touch the gaps. Once you see it start running towards a gap, you know where it's going to go exactly before it starts turning around. So you can see here, there's no gap until this 2 hour one right here. So you know it's not just going to randomly stop in the middle, turn around on you. It's going to go down, finish off the move, and then come back up from this area if it respects it. So that's how you know with fair value gaps where price is going. You want to look at the one that is currently inside of, and that one's going to tell you where price is most likely going to go. So we're just waiting for it to tab back into this IFEG right here. Be patient. If it runs without us, that's just how it is. But we don't want to be entering because we're scared of missing out of this trade. We want to be entering because it taps us into our actual entry model. Sheesh. That was a big move. I'm still waiting for us to get tapped in, guys. Come on. We got this. Our patience is going to pay off. This just means more liquidity to sweep towards our target. All right, we're pushing back up. We're pushing right back up where we just were at. TP is 4505. Yes, people in the chat are correct. SL4516, TP4505 if we get a trade from here. And I will let you guys know if I enter, because if it runs straight through this area and it does not close and respect it, I'm not going to take a trade from this gap. Almost there. We barely missed it. Come on. It's about to be 5:30 as well, so we're going to get a big manipulation. New 30-minute candle is about to come into the market right now. Alrighty, we're tapping in just a second. To be honest, we are doing pretty great. All right, guys, 5:30 is about to hit. Most of our trades actually came from 5:30 when this new 30-minute candle opened. So now we want to see price pull back up and tap us in with this new 30-minute candle that just opened. We want to see a big wick. So we just opened down without a wick on top. We're going to wait for it to pull up, create a wick. That's when we're going to hop in sells, and then hopefully it turns back around and gives us our take profit. That's what we're looking for today. So now we're waiting. I noticed on the 5-minute there's also a IFEG just slightly higher. I'm still going to enter just based off of where it actually stops, but this seems to be a good entry point as well. So let's see how far we actually get up with this move back up. I'm actually going to be watching the 5-minute on the left and then the 1 minute on the right, just because I don't want to actually end up missing out on either one of these areas. Okay, IFEG right here. And the 5-minute IFEG is slightly higher right here. So let's see where price actually stops. We're going to wait at least 2 minutes. At least 2 minutes. It's going to come up into this area. Okay, we tapped into this gap. Now we want to wait for where it actually closes from this area and seeing maybe if we actually tap into this 5-minute gap as well, because this one's just a little bit higher and it's a higher time frame one, so it would be more significant. So we're going to wait at least another minute or at least until this candle closes to see where it's going. All right, 20 seconds until this candle closes. Be patient, everybody. Okay, we're coming up. Hopefully we go up into this 5-minute gap right there. But we did get another candle, so let's just see how it reacts from this area. We can't honestly hop in and just factor in for the 5-minute. Either way, I believe we should be safe with 451, 4516. We should be good right there. Yeah, that's definitely going to be still a safe area to enter our trade. So let's just wait, because now it already ran. We want to at least wait until it goes back up into this entry point. But that's a pretty solid area right there already. Let's see right here. 5-minute. It's going to be a 1-2-1 RR if I enter it like this. But if I wait for it to go back up into the 5-minute, I can get a better RR on this setup. I think I'll wait, because at 5:35, maybe the 5-minute candle wants to close somewhere around here. So I think I'm going to give it a few more seconds. As long as we hit the target, we should be good. Which YouTube should we watch first on your YouTube? I would recommend starting with the bootcamp series. Now that I'm starting it back up, you're going to be able to learn everything from there. So I'm starting from more of a scratch, beginner friendly right here on this series. But all of my concepts videos, this is what you want to be watching. That was our entry point. We should have entered, because honestly, we had a good stop loss. So either way, we would have definitely survived, even if it did want to go up into the 5-minute. I just didn't think of that when I was checking the different time frames. But we'll see right now. Next 5-minute candles are going to open, and we'll see where it ends up right here in 1 minute. What do you guys think? There you go. We're pulling back up. I just want to get a little bit of a better RR on this trade. That's the only reason why I didn't enter that trade, because like after looking at it on my chart, I was like, dude, this is literally a 1-to-1 if I was to enter it right there. But if I let it go a little bit higher, I'll get a way better RR on this trade. All right, 30 seconds. When this 5-minute candle closes, I'm definitely going to be entering. 20 seconds left. Okay, next thing. Just a little wick on the top of this candle. If it goes up, there you go. I'm in. Boom. I hopped in. So if it goes into the 5-minute at this point, I was just thinking I would rather not miss out on this trade and hop in, because if it goes there, I'll be safe either way. But we did tap into the initial area we were looking for, which was this 1-minute IFEG. So let's see if we get the move now from this area. 1 minute IFVG, we're in our trade. Let's run it down. So exactly as people said in the chat, 4516. I put mine at 4516.45. I'll move it down a little bit just so I have the same one as you. 4516 is our SL, and then 4505 is our TP. Boom, already off to an amazing start on this setup right here. There you go. Once we take out this low, we can go break even. We're almost at the low already. But that was a beautiful reaction from this 1 minute gap. We got in at a really good time. So now we just want to wait for it to take out this low. We can go break even on the trade after it takes out this low right here. What did I just get rid of? I don't know where I just made my other chart go. There you go. Let's go back up to the hourly now so that we don't lose sight of the reason why we are selling and what we are targeting. Let's go up here. 1 hour IFVG. And then right here on the 1 minute, we're waiting for us to take out this low so that we can go break even on this trade. Break even once we take this low. That's what we're looking for now. And then our take profit today is 4505. I'm also not worried, and part of the reason why I didn't want to go break even yet is I'm not worried if it wants to go up into the 5 minute gap, which is just slightly higher. Because like I just told you guys, I was like, I would rather not miss out on this trade and enter off this gap. And if it goes to the 5 minute, we're still safe because our position is in a good SL. Like our SL is in a good spot. So we have a pretty solid trade going here. Let's just hope that we rip back down and get out of this area now. I literally just found break-even icon on Magno. Yeah, break-even's the best, guys. If you didn't know, if you just pull up your chart, especially if you're trading on the desktop like me, you can just pull up right here, break-even. If you click that, it'll move your SL automatically to break-even. This is on Hanko X platform. So no class type of setting when it comes to getting the strategy. No, I do have a mentorship, but I work with the one-on-one students until they are profitable. So it takes me like a few months at a time with every student. But if you guys would be interested in something like that, you can learn, or not learn, but apply for the one-on-one. And whenever I do have availability, I can reach out to you. But mainly everything that I do is for free. I go live every single day, 2 times for you guys. And then I also send my trades in the Telegram and make just random Instagram posts and YouTube videos. So all of everything that I do is out here for free. You don't have to pay for anything. It's more of like if you're looking for a hands-on approach, then you can go that way. But I would recommend like you just study the concepts, follow along, and learn how to do this on your own. Okay, let's hope that we break out of this area because it does look like we are consolidating a little bit here. I would love to see us just break out of this area and go towards this first take profit. What we are going to do at the take profit, I'm not going to actually close my position completely. You guys know if you've traded with me before, partials, break even, TP to the next target. That's what I do. That's why I wrote take profit 1, not take profit. Because this is Asia session, we're at the start of the day. So we have the whole daily range to work with today. So let me pull up an indicator that's going to help you see exactly what I'm talking about. This is one of my favorite indicators. It's the higher time frame power of 3. And it will show you the higher time frame candle while you're on the lower time frame. So let me just get rid of this little box that we have. Tables. There you go. So take a look at how the daily candle looks so far. Daily candle, we opened with a wick and now we're expanding down. We have the whole rest of the day to still move. So that's why you guys can't forget, if the daily candle is moving, it can be a big daily candle. You can get a big range. So that's why I set like first take profit, and when we get there, I'll take majority of my position off and I'll leave the rest running risk free. So I'm not risking anything, but I'm just going to make more if it goes even lower. So I'll show you guys how to do that. We go over to our trading app. You guys can see I'm here on Hanko right now. What I'm going to do, we are about to take the load. There you go. We can go break even now. So let's go ahead and click the break even button. Break even, move SL to break even. Boom. We're at break even. We're risk free. Now, our take profit, the closer that we get to this area, I'm going to move it. Or I'll just get rid of it completely for now until we analyze where it could go next. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over here. There's another button that I really like using. It's called partial close. So when we click this button, you'll see one lot. That's how much I entered this position with. One lot. When we click this button, it will let me take off a majority, like a little bit of the position or even majority of it. So once we get to our take profit down here, 4505, I'm going to click this button and I'm going to take off a lot. Let me just show you guys, for example, 0.1. I want to take off 0.1 of my position. So take a look. Reload the screen right now. I already closed $33 on this position. That's how much 0.1 was worth. Now take a look. I only have 0.9 left, but I was in with one lot total. So that's how that works. Okay, we're about to go to our first take profit here. Let's go ahead and move our SL way lower. Let's just double it, add another 50 ticks. Save changes. And when we get to 4505, we're 10 ticks away. Let's go ahead and close the majority. So I'm going to go ahead and go into partial close here when we get down a little bit lower. We're not there yet, guys. We're not there yet. We're almost there. 4505.8. We just need it to go a little bit lower because you can see we didn't tap into the gap yet. We're almost there. There you go. Now we're in it. Now we can go to our trading app, go here and close 0.6. Boom. I'm going to close 0.6 off. There you go. Now I secured $342 on this trade, and I'm going to leave the rest running even further. So now let's analyze where could it go if it wants to continue going lower. First of all, let's start by spamming some W's in the chat. I want the recording people that watch this video later to see that we cooked today. 123 people today. Spam some W's for me, boys. Boys, we are live today with 124 people, and we just caught another banger off of a 1 minute IFEG. I already secured $342. That's what we just took off of our position, and we are leaving this last position running. It's $200 still, but we think it's going to go even lower than where it's currently at, so we're going to leave that running. Let's see. 121 people in here, and we got some W's because all of these people are winning. I'm telling you guys, I do this every single day with you guys. Bro gifted me some coins. Bro, let's go, Lucas. How do you take off profit? So you click this partial button. It's called partials. Did you see how I took off some of the position? Partial profit, partial close. If you're in with 0.3, you can take off 0.05. And that will take off 0.05 of the position. So I'm going to do it again just to show you guys. There you go. Do you see how I just closed more of my position? 0.05 was just closed right there. And my balance is up to 140K again. I just took a 10K payout last week and we're already back up. So that's insane, guys. Already back up to 140K. We have been on an absolutely green streak, guys. I literally have been going live with you guys every single Asia Open at the start of Monday through Thursday, every single Asia, and we have been cooking. And this is another victory in our chat because we got a 1 hour IFEG, we flipped that gap and ran to this 2 hour gap. It was a simple trade today, but that's still 80 ticks. Pretty solid RR there. So honestly, did you guys understand? Like, that's the main thing. You can take some random trades, you can win, but the main thing is you guys understand why. And that's what I do. I try to explain to you guys why I take trades so that you guys don't just come in trying to copy my trades, but you come in trying to learn. And again, all of these teachings are for free on my YouTube channel. So go drop a sub and follow me on YouTube, Trades by Marky. Go search that up if you guys want to join the community. Just in case I send some trades later, that's going to be in the Telegram channel, the first link right there. Thank you, Lucas. You're a G, bro. Hit my TP, couldn't get my TP moved lower. Good win. Yeah, that's still a good win. You closed your position. Obviously, you're making money. I just like doing that because I am open to the possibility of it running way lower. Bro, can you say where you think it could go? You wanted to talk about it. Yeah, so let's actually analyze where it's going. Lucas, think about it. What did we get? What did I start off the stream with? Do you remember? I started off the stream on the daily time frame. Why do you think I did that? Because on the daily time frame, we created a bullish daily IFEG. Previously, this was a bearish zone. Now we closed above it. So I'm actually expecting price to drop all the way back down to where it came from. 4424. And that's where I'm going to move my take profit. And you guys are going to see, once again, I do this every single day, and we're going to do it again today. 4424. I'm not guaranteeing that it's going to get there today, but that's where I actually think it's going to go. And if it goes there, again, based off of this position without taking us out, we're going to make a serious amount of profit. 4424. Let's check how much that would be. $2,000, right? Boom. That would be $2,200. There you go. So now that's my main CP. We took a trade on the lower time frame. We went break even and we made money already. The last position I'm going to leave running because this is where I think it's going to go on the daily time frame. You can't just the whole time revolve your whole trading on the lower time frames. You have to try to understand what the higher time frame is doing, why it's doing that, and let it conform it for you. Let it confirm that it's going to go up or let it confirm that it's going to go down. Fair value gaps will tell you everything. Like in 1 hour here, we're going to close this 2 hour. I want to see if it closes below it or inside of it. That's going to tell me if it's going to continue going lower or if it wants to stop and go back up for a little bit. That is how the market will tell you exactly where it's going. My stop loss is at break even, bro. I don't have a stop loss anymore. I'm at break even. I'm risk free. So $0 is what my stop loss is at. Slightly below the position that we entered. And we're just leaving this last little partial running, hopefully to the full TP all the way down there. We had a massive bullish move. So hopefully we correct it today. I'm not expecting it to happen today, but always be open to the possibilities. I already secured money. I already secured some profits. I want to make, like, look, bro, if I leave this position and it does go there, I'm adding $2,000 on top of a $500 trade. So does that make sense? And that's what has been happening this whole week. We've taken trades like this. We went break even. We let the rest run. And almost every single time this week, we got like an extra $1,000, extra $1,500 on those trades. I may have to switch to Hanko for these FEG indicators. Yeah, bro. Hanko's way better, bro. Switch to Hanko. Is that an indicator you use to identify SL and TP, meaning the red and the green shading? This isn't an indicator. This is just so you guys see. If you're talking about this thing. If you're talking about my gaps, this is a fair value gap and an IFEG. So that's what I use for my actual understanding. And this isn't an indicator. I marked these out myself. You got to learn how to do that. I have videos on my YouTube channel. Look, it's the ultimate guide to fair value gaps. Watch this video. Watch the video that is on the Market Makers Bootcamp. And you can also watch every single trade recap. I'm telling you guys, this isn't the first day that I took a winning trade. This is a live account that I'm trading on. And I literally show you guys the exact setup that I took. This was actually a trade recap video, but I post the recording of the streams. So here's another recording where we took a trade on stream and we made a ton of money. Look at this right here. We were waiting for a confirmation. It ran up. It tagged us in. And boom, right there, another $600 made on this trade right here. We closed some profits. And then the rest ran to our full take profit right there. Boom. So all of my recordings, including the one from today's session, it's going to be posted on YouTube. And you guys can go watch it back exactly how I took the trade and why I took the trade expecting it to go down. So here's another recap right there. We ended up dropping back down and I ended up securing just about $600 on this trade right here. Boom. We do this every single day and I'm going to be continuing to tune in Monday through Thursday for Asia session. Second TP is the daily level. So second TP is the daily level down here on the daily time frame. It's a daily FEG. So I'm looking for us to potentially drop down. So I'm already break even and I closed $400 on this trade. I just left my last position running, hopefully much, much lower. All right, guys. Well, thank you for tuning in. 50 minutes into the session, I'm gonna go post a recording, and I'll catch you guys in the next session. Be sure that you guys are joining the YouTube, subbing to the YouTube, and clicking the Telegram link to join the free community. With that being said, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next session. Peace.